Hello, friends. It's Sunday and it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler a day late. Happy Father's Day. Um, so it, in the way it will be with kids, right? I moved this live stream to this time because we were going to be with the kids yesterday, but the kids got sick. And so that's not what happened. But so we didn't get to see them. Hang on one second. One second. All right. Preemptively trying to keep noise from over there from disturbing us. Okay. So, yeah, the kids are fine, but they were sniffly and not well. And so there it is. And so, dear Damien is having that Father's Day, the Father's Day that you get when you have sick kids. All right, so here we are. And I want to start out by saying a big thank you to Liz Harrison. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for the generous super sticker. Claire C., thank you for being a member, and thank you for the super chat. Your sessions get better and better. Oh, thank you so much. And Justine, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Oh, Jenny's saying happy Father's Day to John. Well, thank you so much. Most appreciated. All right. Let's get over to Card Cam. And I actually have a little treat for you. Hang on one second. All right, we're going to do readings today with Crystal Visions, but I wanted to just give you a sneak peek at this. This was a gift just received in the mail from Wendy M., who is a member here. She'll also be a presenter at StarCon 5. And she and I are going to do something on this channel to really talk about this deck. But you know how we were playing around with doing lyrics in association with readings. This is a deck. This is a deck that has song lyrics for each card. There are pip decks. It's a pip deck. So the ace through 10 in each suit just has lyrics and the icons. The quartz and the major arcana each have a particular musician. This is Freddie Mercury as the Knight of Cups. Can anybody find me somebody to love? The Knight of Cups. How cool. How cool is that? Let me just share a couple of others. For instance, Beyonce the Queen as Strength. Kate Bush as the Chariot. And one of my personal favorites, this will be the last one I show you, but Tenacious D as the Lovers. So fun. I think I've got something in my teeth. Could you get it out for me? That's fucking teamwork. Tenacious D. And I love it. I love how non-sexual it is. It weirds me out when the lovers get sexual because technically that's not really where we're going with this card. So, okay, I said I would only show you that one, but Madonna as the Hierophant, Tupac as the Emperor, Sade as the Empress, Stevie Nicks as the High Priestess, Prince as the Magician, and, you know, I also love this one very much, Weird Al as the Fool. And is this not the best Fool lyric? He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, singing, "Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi." It's perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you'll see more of this on this channel. I don't know, Ice Chan, I don't know if Jimmy Page or any aspect of Led Zeppelin has made it into this deck, I will let you know. I just unboxed it yesterday and am still trying to figure it out. I recognize many of the, okay. See, I keep seeing ones that are just brilliant, right? I keep seeing ones that are just brilliant. I'm going to give you just a couple more. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. Four of Cups from the Sound of Silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Isn't that so beautiful? And the Three of Cups. I really love this from the Spice Girls. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. I don't agree with all of them that I've seen so far, but some of them I think are brilliant. So you'll see that again. But please tell me Mick Jagger is the devil. Interesting. I don't remember who the devil is. Let me just look in the book real quick. Let me tell you. Who's the devil? Okay, hang on. Jim Morrison is the Tower. Courtney Love is the devil, which I kind of love. And Taylor Swift is Temperance. But the lyrics are from, I want to say from Shake It Off. And wouldn't it have been nice if we could have a time machine so that the lyrics could come from The Alchemy for Taylor? But oh well. Oh well, here we are. Okay. Thank you for that indulgence there. Here we go. We will take these in the order in which I see them. Medium that rocks. I love this. Right. We will play with this over time. It was a gift to me from Wendy, but really it's going to be a gift for all of us. We'll have so much fun. Right, Gemini Sun, who are we to fight the alchemy? There it is. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. But what are you going to do? All right. I will take these in the order in which I see them. I'll try not to skip anyone. If I do skip someone, you know what to do. Please do let me know. And let's get going. First one up. Oh, did I see Tina Turner? I don't know. I haven't been through all the courts. She might be. Princess the Magician is fun, and the quote is from Let's Go Crazy. We aren't going to let the elevator bring us down. Oh, no, let's go. Which is not bad for the magician, I think. All right. Hey, CCS Whimsy, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. Ness, glad to see you. Thanks for being a member. Okay. Oh no, Ginny, I'm so glad everyone is here today. I've been burning a house blessing candle from Enchantments in New York City. Apparently one of the blessings is to learn better conflict resolution skills. I understand. All right, here we go. Mary, what do I need to know for my highest good? If you really don't like something and you technically don't have to be there, do it, or interact with it, you're allowed to walk away. You're allowed to walk away. You're allowed to say no. Anna Kay, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We still haven't decided on a high school for my son. We are down to two very different options that potentially can shape him differently or not. My question is, where would he feel better overall, and which one would be better for him for the future? The public school or the private school? All right. The public school? Okay, at first pass, this is the private school, this is the public school. The private school is looking much better. But let's go a couple of rounds and just see what we got. Let's build it out a little bit. The public school, the private school, the public school, the private school, the public school, the private school. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say from all of this. We are leaning toward the private school, however, each has their ups and downs. If we were to put these cards together, there would be, with the private school, more of a focus on academic excellence and achievement. And there's that, but there may be some other things that would be missing. With the private school, there would be less help for him. He would have to be more of a self-starter. The social opportunities and the opportunities to explore different possibilities might be greater. So, would you think it would be worth the money if you spent the money for the private school? That's a question. That's a question. If you went with the public school, would you regret it? Probably not. So either way has its ups and downs. But unless you can see a clear advantage, as long as he is enough of an academic self-starter, and or you could get him tutelage or whatever else, you might find the public school would be a little bit better maybe. So Ness, there it is. Oh, so what do you mean with two choices? So those were two choices. And those were the two separate piles. That is how I do it right there. Okay. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. This weekend, I was in the middle of a heavy and vulnerable conversation between my parents as they openly discussed the issues going on between them. I did my best to listen, validate, and offer other perspectives while trying to remain neutral. Hard for a kid to do. I mean, I know you're not a kid, but you're their kid. It was heavy, and I've never seen my dad open up like that. I'm wondering what the takeaway was by both my mom and my dad. Did it help or hurt? Curious what the outcome might be and how my dad feels about me being there for the conversation. Okay, so you're being there for your dad. I think your dad found it helpful. I think your mom also found it helpful and interesting. I think in certain moments they both felt you were siding with the other. Like they couldn't quite understand neutrality, which is an interesting thing because I think you really were being neutral. Now, how does your dad specifically feel about the fact that you were there for that conversation? He recognizes that he was more vulnerable in front of you than he has been before, and that made him a little uncomfortable, not with you, but with himself. And the outcome of this, I think they are learning new ways to communicate with each other and try to find ways to be happy with each other. So I feel like it's a slow way forward, but they are going to learn some better skills. So that feels good, and I think you were helpful there. So well done. And once again, thank you for the gift today. Really appreciate it. Hey, Revival of Venus, good to see you. Okay, up next, we've got Diana Price. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I did get in my new teacher's class, which filled in less than 2 hours. What will be the biggest benefit from this? And is there anything I should avoid to make the most of it? Okay. Oh, and interesting. He wrote the out-of-print 36 Faces, which was a precursor to T. Susan Chang's book. Got it. Ah, Liz. Okay, thank you. I'm so glad to hear and cannot thank you enough for the validation. Yeah, you did a good job. All right. So, Diana Price, here we go. the biggest benefit from the class is it is going to help you really ground into the knowledge so that you can do this professionally. It is absolutely going to help you with that. Absolutely. What should you avoid to make the most of this? Avoid the rush to professionalism, even though that's where this is going to take you. Like, be patient and take your time. And avoid the idea that you have to learn everything and to do everything exactly the way this teacher does it. Learn from this teacher, but what you're doing is developing your understanding. You're not parroting someone else's understanding, you're developing your understanding. So remember that. All right, Topeka, good to see you. Thanks for being here. A situation is going to be coming up in my career soon, and we'll have two possible outcomes. Outcome A and outcome B. Can you please tell me which outcome could it be, and how will that outcome affect my career in the future? All right, good enough, will do. Here we go. Likely outcome A. Either are possible. Either outcome is possible, and even a whole other outcome that you're not seeing. So anything is possible, but the thing I'm saying is none of it's bad. This is all good. Outcome B might be the most desirable, but it's all good. It's all fine. And then where do we see your career going in the future? See, this is all good. No matter what happens here, you are moving forward. I'm not sure what's going to happen, and it may not even go exactly the way you're thinking, but no matter what, it's all good. Do not worry. Okay, Mixuer, if I have a question, you know what, Mixuer, I haven't seen your question yet, so I don't know if I've seen all of it. And I'm good to see you, and what you missed, and the reason I'm not far along, is I was sharing a new deck with people, but you'll see a lot of this deck later on this channel, so not to worry. So I'll let you know if, as I start to approach your question, I'll let you know if I need you to reiterate anything. Nalini, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only. Thanks for using members only emojis. And okay, I have to move in 2 weeks and don't have an apartment. I applied and was denied without the chance to add a co-signer. Where will I live? So you will scramble and you will find a place. You will scramble and you will find a place. Will it be an apartment with a year lease? Will it be something more temporary? Let's see. I think it's likely to be an apartment. I think you'll find an apartment. And I think that's what you want. It is possible that you'll find sort of a roommate situation, which I think could be okay too. But don't worry. And the fact that you were turned down from this one particular place, don't interpret that in any particular way or let that be an issue for you. Just keep going. You'll find what you need. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mixuer. I'm going to just scroll back down. Okay, yeah, I got your full question, Mixuer. We're good. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. All right, who is up next? It's going to be Ann Mealy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. What do I need to know to be a better mother to A and R? What else do I need to know on this fool's journey? Okay. To be a better mother to A and R, I mean, all you have to do is love them and believe in them at this point. That's really all you have to do. Love them, believe in them. There you go. And what else do you need to know in life? Recognize your own intelligence and your own ability to pursue the things you would like to pursue. It's really that simple. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. As I mentioned on Friday, I was offered and accepted a new job based out of Toronto. Yay! Congratulations. It's hybrid, 2 to 3 days in the office. What do I need to know about this role and how to be successful in it and make it work out for me in the long run? Okay. And there's many more questions, and I'm just going to do these one at a time. Okay. So, Barbie, what do we need to know about this job? I mean, this feels like a decent job. I wonder if you are coming in, like if you're replacing someone who didn't do a good job, or if this is a new position. One way or the other, I think you're coming in and cleaning up a mess before you can really get going. But I think it's going to be easy to learn and easy to do and easy to make it your own. Like this feels good. This feels good. Okay. What do you need to know about the company? They're smart. They like things done quickly. They might be fairly high tech. And as companies go, they may have a little bit of integrity, some. And what do you need to know about your new manager? Your new manager can be stubborn, and you're going to have to figure out the right communication, the right way to communicate. It's not the best, it's not the worst. This person will be friendly, but will not always hear what you're saying or understand what you're saying. And this person will want to set you up for success, which is great, but pay attention to communication styles and how that works. Okay. Now, I'm in a sticky situation with my timeline as I have a lead on my unit in my old building in Toronto, for August 15th, but I'm trying to start the job for July 22nd. I have some leads on sublets, but feel uneasy about that route. Like, how do I know if it's a scam or right? Should I try to push my start back to when my unit will be ready? I'm also wondering if I should sell my car before I leave and drive a U-Haul. So many questions. Okay. It is a brand new role, Barbie, so you get to define it, and you'll be cleaning up some messes along the way, and that's fine. That's fine. And so good. I'm seeing your feedback. Appreciate that. So push back start date to August 15th. I don't love that. Is it important that you be there to start on the 22nd? Well, it's not imperative. And since it is hybrid, if worse comes to worse, I think they would let you start online and just do all the hybrid and onboarding stuff on the 22nd and then start your 2 or 3 days in the office come August 15th. I think they'd be fine with that if you had to do it. It's not ideal. Do we want that apartment on August 15th? I mean, it's a fine apartment, but I feel like for you, that's this known entity thing because you know the building. Could you just not do that? Could you not do that and just get an apartment that has you get an apartment for mid-July and just get a different apartment? Could you do that? That would be a compromise. It would make you feel a little less comfortable to do that. But you absolutely could do that. Is there a reason that we really should take this apartment in the building on August 15th? Is there a real reason to do that? I mean, you can, but I don't know that it's necessary. Could you do a sublet situation? I don't know. That does feel scammy. So here are the two thoughts I have. I do think it's really best for you to start in person on the 22nd. You could do otherwise and it would be okay, but it would feel like you were starting from a behind position, and we don't love that. And right, you like the familiarity in the area, looking elsewhere is possible for sure, but seems hard. All of this is hard. Do it anyway. I think you need to do these two things. I think you might look at, like, I don't know, like an Airbnb or something. We're only talking a few weeks. We're talking like 3 weeks. Can you get an Airbnb that's affordable for 3 weeks? Something like that. Or even, I don't know if you have them in Canada, but we have like really affordable long stay hotels where it's like a hotel room with a kitchenette and you pay by the week. And people who are in exactly your position use these things. So I think there might be options for temporary housing that would work. And I think at the same time, looking at a whole other building, whole other apartments that you can just get in and move by, like, July 15th and be ready to start work. I know it feels hard, but you can do it. So be open to both of those options. Yeah, now the car issue. So. Should you sell your car before you go or bring your car? Sell your car before you go? Yeah, I think you should sell your car before you go. Yes. I know they're all intertwined. So I think that makes sense. And once in Toronto, do you even need a car? Like, is Toronto one of those cities where you could be without a car for a while and be okay? That might work out. So yeah, I think it's fine to sell the car. I think the job is great. I think, right, can't afford one there. Right, so you don't need a car anyway. So done with car. Good. I love living in cities where you don't need a car. Love it. You'd sell it there if you had to drive it yourself. So sell it and then you can drive the U-Haul. That's perfect. It's perfect. So. I think the one thing is about the housing, and what you need, like the attitude you need to have around the housing is, it is unfortunate. Toronto, like many cities we know, have been like, it's pricey AF, right? And we know that. We know it's a problem. We know it's hard. We're looking for the needle in the haystack solution, but you're magical, so go find it. Go find the needle in the haystack solution. That's what you need. All right. Up next. Let me know. Okay, good. All right. Mix you here. Michelle, good to see you. What do I need to know about my 2 doctor's appointments this week? Tomorrow is for my memory with a neurologist who is a dementia specialist. Thursday is my GP to sign off taking some short-term disability from work, having to do with hips, feet, mental health, etc. How will those go? All right. First of all, appointment with the neurologist. Did I say apartment? I'm still with Barbie Bird, finding you an apartment. Appointment. And apparently, because make sure you're in Toronto, do you know anything that could help Barbie? Like, we need networking going on here. We do. All right. So, Mixuir, I think that this is going to be sort of an ongoing thing. I know the reason you're doing this is because of genetics. And you're doing the right thing. I think it's going to go well, but I feel like there's going to be, regular checks or something of that nature. Now, the GP, to sign off on the short-term disability, I think will be fine, but a little bit obnoxious. Like, you're really going to have to, I feel like you're really going to have to work to get the GP on board with this. Like it's not just a shoe-in. I think you're going to have to make the argument, but I think it'll work out okay. Good. Michelle has added you to a few groups. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And Michelle's already on it. Great, 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 great. Okay, perfect. Von Ray, how are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I'm trying to word this carefully without getting too personal. I've understood. I understand. We've had readings in the past about me having children. However, my ovarian health is changing as recently as last year. I'm feeling discouraged. Do you see me having my own children, or should I just try to put this out of my mind? I wish everything wasn't such a damn challenge for me. I get it. I am so sorry. I see it and I understand. That is really hard. Let's see what we got here. Do I still think you'll be able to have your own kids? I think it's still possible. I do think it's still possible. I think you need to right now decide how valuable, like how much do you want this? And if you want it, like seriously big time, then look into what steps you need to take in order to do what you can to sort of preserve your chances here. I think with most things sorry, I'm stumbling all over here because this is sad and it's hard. It really is. But the potential is still here. So number one, we do not give up hope. Number two, if this is something you really want, you talk to your doctor and you see everything you need to do to preserve your fertility the best that you can. Number three is that space of saying, yes, this is what I want. I will do everything I can to make it happen. And I will accept that life is what it is and whatever happens, happens, and I will be okay either way. So you kind of have to do it all at once. I'm sorry, but there it is. All right. Hey, Renata, Quinkle Harrius, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're up next. It showed up in one of my readings that I shouldn't settle because a good man is coming. Will it be this year or next? Can you give me some characteristics? Name, address, phone number. Man, I wish I could do that. I would be like a trillionaire if I could do that, right? Just avoid all dating. Just, here, there they are over there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Do we still see a good man coming? Yes, we do. And I think it's sooner rather than later. And I think you can be proactive in seeking. And the characteristics are intelligent, proactive, good communicator, good conversationalist, doesn't always have to be the boss, doesn't always have to be right. Good collaborator. That's what we're looking for. Best of luck. Alvina, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I've been thinking about doing offerings to Aphrodite to better my love life. Red roses and pink candles. Good. Will it be well received? I think you will, I really believe, however we're talking about deities, they like us to do the work, but also the work. So in other words, make the offering, but also be very clear in your visualization about what you're working toward and what you want. See it in your own mind. And do the mundane stuff to help make it happen as well. And so then, yes, it will go well. All right. Smile Soul 20, good afternoon. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Okay. Adriana Blanche, you're up next. I want to apply for a new job in a company within the entertainment space. Would my application be successful, and is it the right move? I'm going to work this one backwards. If you were to get this job, would this be a good fit for you? I'm not sure. I mean, it's never bad to apply and see. Maybe not on whether this would be a right job for you. But broadly, the idea of looking and seeing what's out there is never bad. And would your application be successful? I think it could be. I think the application could be successful. And, my question is, would you like that job better than the job you're in right now? And the answer is not necessarily. Not necessarily, but there may be reasons to make the move nonetheless. So it doesn't seem like the most awesome job for you, but I still think it's worth pursuing to see what happens. Trey Cameron, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I don't think I'll ever get it together, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry. What does Spirit have to say about this? All right. Well, that's a little bit of a bitch slap in some ways. What Spirit basically says is there may be real reasons because of family history and genetics that it's especially hard for you. And we have to understand that, and you need to give yourself grace because of that. However, when I see the Emperor reverse, the reason I say it's a bitch slap is it's like, well, if you don't want to get it together, you won't get it together. If you want to get it together, you'll get it together. Like you have power here. You have power here. So there are some genetic things and some experiential things from your family of origin that make it perhaps more difficult. And there are things that make you angry. And your anger may be, sort of appropriate in the sense that, you have real things to be angry about. It's not bad to be angry, but I think you haven't learned how to channel your anger into motivation. I think if you could learn to channel your anger into motivation, you would be a step further. Tell me what you think. Medium that rocks. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. What do the cards say about the apartment and the job that I've applied for? Am I jumping the gun? I canceled a big gig, but I feel relief. Grieving hard today. How should I self-care? Okay, I'm going to work that one backwards. Okay. In terms of the grief, the thing you need to recognize is, it's legitimate. The grief is legitimate. It is legitimate to grieve. Allow yourself the space for grief, but there can be no guilt and there can be no regret. And I think you just need to do that and to allow that. And to have self-care for yourself is to know that there will be you're going to go through every single thing, right? You're going to feel all the different things and you have to hold space for all of it, but know that it is correct, that you're doing the right things, and that ultimately this will lead you where you need to be. Okay, now, canceling a gig is hard, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. The apartment that you've applied for, Feels good. That feels like, you'll very likely get it, and it feels beautiful. The job that you've applied for also feels good. I mean, I think you're doing all the right stuff, and I think the fact you've applied for these things, it just makes it real. Like up until this point, it's been like this little time away, almost like a little vacation, and now it's getting real. And so you're going to feel all those things, but that's okay. You're doing all the right things. Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Looking for guidance and wisdom about your visit with P. Anything in particular you should focus on? You should focus on your feelings, your happiness, and how you feel this is going. Focus on how it makes you feel and focus on what feels real and right. This person is different from many other people. This is a very unique individual for you. Like if we look at your dating roster, this is a unique individual. So just focus and don't worry about the big things. Don't worry about the geography. Don't worry about the geography. Don't worry about the language. Just worry about how does this feel? Focus on how does this feel? There it is. Good luck. Claire, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you again for your kind words and for the super chat. I really appreciate it. What do I need to know about my upcoming weekend cruise with my granddaughter who's 14? Is this the one who is disrespectful? I mean, I could say that about anyone's 14-year-old daughter and be correct, right? All right. Or granddaughter. So what do you need to know about the cruise? That your granddaughter is moody. This can be fun, but do not have expectations. What you are doing with this weekend cruise is providing the canvas. Let her paint it the way she wants to paint it. And do not have expectations or disappointments about what her mood is or how she is. Just let her lead and it will go very well. Let her lead, let her make choices, and it will go well. Febborn. Oh, she's kind and sweet. Okay, good. Good. She still might be moody on this trip, though. Just be aware. Be aware. Okay, good. But there still might be some moodiness, so let her choose. Let her choose. Let this be, what would you like? What would you like to do? And I think it'll go well. Okay. Febborn, here we go. There's a void that keeps echoing. I cannot seem to find the right partnership with others. Works for a while, then I withdraw. Is there any good news from the cards? And the answer is yes, absolutely. I think you withdraw because it is only working for a while. And what you're seeing as working for a while, the thing you're seeing as working for a while, is really you getting to know the situation, getting to know the relationship, getting to know the person, and then once you do, deciding that in fact it does not work. So I think we need to recognize that that beginning time is not it working, it's we're on best behavior. So I don't think there's anything wrong about how you're handling things. All right. Heather Roberts, what's this about angel? Okay, interesting, yeah. So interesting. All right, who's up next? It's Christine Hallowell. What does my dad want me to know? Okay, sure. Your dad worries that he did not always let you know how proud he is of you. And that's what he wants you to know, that he is now and has always been so very proud of you. That's the message. Lisa E., what do my spirit guides want me to focus on over the next month? You figuring everything out that you want for you, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want your life to be, you recognizing your power and your mastery. Santiago, good to see you. My mother will come to my country after 26 years. What may she expect in finances and how could our relationship be? We've had some differences in perspective. She's difficult. I'm wondering if she's not accepting of you. That's what I wonder. So, is she going to live with you? Okay. In terms of finances, I think she'll be... You have to be careful and you have to have good boundaries. Because I think she'll be okay financially, but she won't think she's okay. And she may mismanage and look at you to pick up the shortfall, which you may not want to do. So be careful there. And how could your relationship be? It is best if you don't live together. If you have to live together, I would assume that's her coming to live in your place. And what you have to do is have really good boundaries with her. She is difficult, but she'll be better if you set the boundaries. And that's going to be true no matter what. You can be helpful to her. You can even enjoy her, but you have to set the boundaries. She needs you more than you need her, and that's what you need to remember. Deepika, I'm grateful for you. Thank you. Adrija, good to see you. Thanks for being here. My parents are visiting the States and will be staying with me for 2 months. All right. I want to know how their 12th trip will be from a health perspective and how it will be in general. Certainly. So in terms of their well-being on this trip, I think Dad's going to be fine. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. Not to worry there. And how will it be overall to have your parents with you for 2 months? Mostly good, but sometimes a little weird because you work from home. So there may be some weirdness there, but it will mostly be good. And they're good travelers. So, I think this is going to be fine. I think it's great. Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. The showing went well. I have no idea how, right? It looked like a poop show until the last second with one woman arriving late, but then magic. Told ya. No, seriously, the card said that's what would happen under your leadership with the energy that you raised. Well done. I'm tired and thinking of skipping putting together a video. It would require work for me that I don't feel up to. Is it a real problem in not having the documentation? Just letting it be and moving on. Is that a problem? No, I think it's okay. I think later on you could write something about it and then maybe there's some photos. So there's some kind of documentation, but I think it's okay. I think you did a fabulous job. And I think you learned something about how the energy can move. So well done. Medium that rocks. Good. Confirming what you feel. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks for using members only emojis. Jenny. Virginia W. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, Father's Day is hard for a lot of people. It really is. It really is. I'm not sure Hallmark did us a favor. You know what I'm saying? My burning question, and thanks for using members only emojis. What will be the result if we show up for July 4th, and should we mention our wedding anniversary? Do you want to? I'm kind of getting that, like maybe you don't want to, or maybe this wouldn't be fun. Maybe there's something else you would want to do on that day. If you show up, like, I'm not thinking it's going to go well. I'm not feeling it for you. All right. Feel free to reach out off channel if you want clarification on that. And happy Father's Day to Charlie, who at the time of this writing was still asleep. You go, Charlie. Perfect. All right. Justine, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Conditions living at home really hard. Striking the balance is so difficult living with my family at home. I crave independence so badly, but still lack a sense of direction of how to get there. Sometimes I feel like I'm rising above it and doing what I need to do to move my personal goal forwards, but other times I feel like I'm jogging in place. We can all relate to that, I'm sure. But overall, most days I feel like I'm struggling to fight uphill battles at every turn. It's hard for me to zoom out and plan ahead with the big picture in mind. Am I on the right track, or am I wasting my resources trying to move certain things forward at home? And does my dad have any feedback or guidance for me on where to focus my attention for better results, the type of job I should be looking for, or how I could better utilize my energies to move out of this stuck phase in my life once and for all? I had a lot of light bulb moments over the last weekend, and one of them was like an envisioning of my future and how I could use my current predicament to find my purpose and meaning in the world. Was that just a daydream fantasy? It was really motivating, but it might be unrealistic, I fear. All right, so let's look at that. Like, whatever that thing was. Whatever that thing was. I mean, there's definitely something of value there. Oh, the unknown card, right? There's definitely something of value, but not in a most realistic sense. And the thing that I think, I mean, well, okay, message from your dad. Let's do that. What does your dad want you to know? Your dad wants you to know that you can have the healing that you need, that you are capable, that your dad worries that you are worried about, like, what I do today is going to impact me, not just tomorrow, next month, next year, but 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. I'm screwing things up for my whole life. I'm screwing up my whole life. Your dad worries that that's how you're thinking. And therefore, he seems to worry that when you try to make these plans, you're doing it in this very big way. Like, what would be the best field for me to work in? And he's like, girl, you need a paycheck. The field that will give you a paycheck. Don't worry about the long-term thing. Don't worry about what you're building right now other than a bank account so you can pay rent somewhere. Then once you got that going, then you can start to think about where you really want to go, what you really want to do. One step at a time. Stop worrying so much about the long-term future that you get confused about what to do in the short-term future. I think that all comes from your dad. Good luck. Okay. And, you know, I didn't even think about how meaningful and good it would be for us to gather on Father's Day, for us to be able to get messages from our fathers in spirit. I was just adjusting my calendar. I didn't even think about it, but now I'm really glad we're doing it, because here we have Gemini's Sun. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. And thanks for being a moderator. Can I have some guidance from my dad on Father's Day? He passed away, but I need some advice from him through the cards. Okay, first of all, do not make any decisions based on pain, fear, or hurt. Man, the dads seem to be sending us this card. Secondly, do not undersell yourself. Do not underestimate your abilities. If other people can do great things, so can you. And recognize your tendency to sometimes get so much in your head that you're stuck in perhaps the the paralysis of analysis, or perhaps, even depression and worry. And you want to be careful about that. And he seems to think you got that from him, that that's hereditary. You came by it honestly anyway. All right. Ice Chan, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Could I please ask the cards if I should pursue my new book idea? So it needs some tweaking. I mean, in broad strokes, pursuing a book idea is always good, but this needs to be narrowed down and focused substantially for it to work. So if you want to do it, that's what you got to do. And Ice Chan, I remember your name is Sarah, so thank you so much, Sarah, for being here. Okay. Country Love Homestead. Good to see you. Today I acknowledged my uncle's disrespect and he apologized. Was this sincere? Not sure if this is a turning point in our relationship or not. I want to have peace. So, thank you. Thank you for being able to show up and have this hard conversation. These things are never easy. You did a good job. Was his apology sincere? It was as sincere as he knows it. It was as sincere as he knows how to be. This is really one of those where we say, he is who he is. He is who he is. The way you have peace is to recognize he is who he is, to recognize he really is doing the best he knows how to do, and you are right to have good boundaries here. There it is. All right. Ness. Mediha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I have a practical, and thanks for using members only emojis too. I have a practical question today. We have old cars with issues. Keep them and try to fix them, or move on to a new to us car. I feel like this is, and I wonder, it may be because there's more than one car going on here. I feel like there's one car that maybe we just need to replace, but maybe there's a car there that could still go for a little while longer, and it might be cost effective to do that for a little while longer. So maybe one of each. All right. Revival of Venus, good to see you. Why am I having sexy dreams lately? In my 33 years, this is the second time this has happened, all of them this year. I think it has to do with some awakening feminine power, and it has to do with sort of where you are in your life. I think it's positive. I think it's good. It's more than just romantic, though, and it's more than just sexual because it's about your power. It may ask you to turn some attention to your romantic life, but also to self-pampering, also to taking good care of yourself, and, again, recognizing your own power. Okay, so this might be a great question for the mechanic nest, but I'll give it a try. Which car is better to fix and keep? The yellow or the green? I think it's the yellow, but ask your mechanic. Cassandra, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. My conversation with Stephen did not go nearly how I thought it would. Hoping our communication issues will improve. My question is he going to be faithful moving forward? So that's an interesting card, right? Do we interpret this as, oh yes, he loves you and he will pursue this relationship? Or do we interpret this as he will always pursue the love of women? You know, how do we interpret that? Let's find out. I feel like when he thinks about what has happened, I mean, I think he feels really, really, really bad about the whole thing. He doesn't want to lose you, but he's not good with temptation. I'm a little concerned, to be honest with you. I'm concerned that he was not emotionally present enough in the conversation. And I'm concerned that he's not taking this as seriously as he should. So I'm a little concerned. I feel like this is not a resolved issue yet. I'm sorry. Right? Right, Renata? See what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, Smile Soul 20. Which uncle? Which uncle? Tell me what's up. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. I will definitely answer your question, but I'm concerned. And Venus, revival of Venus. I've been putting extra effort in my physical appearance. Yeah, that makes sense. That's right. That's right. Okay. Michelle F., you are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I really want to travel soon. I'm concerned about it financially, but think it would be great for me overall. What do the cards say about me traveling and how soon should I go? Would it be traveling with friends or to visit friends or have fun? I think you can find a way to make the money work. You have to make sure, like, not just the money part, but to make sure that your responsibilities and the things you're working on are set and you can go. I think you should make this a plan. I think you should do it as soon as practically possible. There it is. Oh, it's William. I'm so sorry, Smile Soul 20. I'm so sorry. I will keep William in my prayers and I will absolutely do the reading. Okay. Okay. Medium that rocks. Kimmy, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Should Lindsay, okay, this is for Lindsay. Should Lindsay pursue Jack? You know I love these kinds of questions. What do the cards say about a new relationship? Michelle F., you're very welcome, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Should she pursue Jack? Well, here's the thing. It depends what we're pursuing Jack for. Does Jack really seem like actual relationship material? I don't know, man. I think there could be something nice there. It could be fun. It could be sweet. It could be something nice. And maybe it would work out. But I think she needs to be aware. Here I am. I'm like, this is the moment where I'd be looking around the room to see who else is here, who's going to hear me use the F word. And now I'm like, okay, who's here? I'm just doing it. She can pursue him. And I think that could be fun. And I think that could be interesting. But are we sure he's relationship material and not just a fuckboy? That's what I need to know. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So just let her know that. Yeah, Cassandra. I got to tell you, Cassandra, up until this point, I have really been on let's give Stephen an opportunity because I know he really loves you. And, stuff happens, whatever. Let's give him an opportunity. I am not happy right now with the way that situation is. I am not as much on Team Steven as I used to be. I just got to tell you that. I'm sorry. Okay. Susan Toklas, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Sold the condo. Congratulations. Living here in Florida, haven't found a new place in Ohio where your son is now. And where's the question? I'm rolling down. I don't see the question. So I'm assuming that's the question. Oh, there it is. I see it. Sorry, I missed it. I found it. Okay. Susan, should I cancel my sale until I find a new place or just go on blind faith, hoping to find something appropriate? Got it. That's scary. All right, let's see. Cancel your sale. Yeah, we don't want really to do that. What happens if you just go on faith? Well, if you just go on faith, you may have to have like a temporary housing situation, but I think it would be fine. What's the worst thing that would happen if you complete the sale and just go on faith? You may be staying in temporary digs for a minute. And you may not like that, and that may not feel good, but which feels better? Canceling the sale or making the sale and maybe staying in temporary digs? I'm going to say it feels better to cancel the sale, go on faith, and work it out when you get there one way or the other. It's, and again, expect it to be like you got to go with like that attitude that we had when we were in our 20s and we were just like, yeah, I'll figure it out. You got to have that attitude. It'll be okay. Jenny, I may need a more thorough reading about what the social dynamics here are. Yeah, happy to oblige. Certainly. We can do it when you want. If you want, we can do it when we do the postmortem on the candle, if you want. Okay. Diana Price, going back to your teacher. I'm definitely putting him on a pedestal in a Wayne's World, we are not worthy kind of a way. Yeah, no, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay. Jackie Masters, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. What happens next? My contract is ending in 2 weeks and I will have a new boss and an outgoing boss over those 2 weeks. What do I need to know about these 2 weeks? What can I expect? And what do I need to know? What do I need to know about what comes after and what sort of job I should be looking for now? Okay, we're going to work backwards up, I think. What sort of job should you be looking for now? All of them. You should be looking for any sort of job that makes sense. Cast your net wide. And if you do, you'll find something that you love very quickly. All right. Now, for these 2 weeks where you've got new one coming in, new one coming out, you're going out. Oh my gosh. What do you need to know about these 2 weeks? I think that you can be in these 2 weeks glad that you're leaving, that you did a good job. Some things are going to be like weird and there's going to be weird communication, but it'll also be okay. It's going to be a little chaotic. And what you need to know and do during this time is just make the best of everything for yourself and for all the people and do the things that you know to do, which you will do, and it will be fine. And I think you'll kind of be glad to be done and on to the next thing. It'll be good. Diana Price, still have that attitude. Yeah, I sort of do too. Well, yes and no. I care so much about my physical creature comfort these days. It's not even funny. I never used to be like that. I don't know. Okay. Baby Cakes, good to see you. I need someone to love. Rings true for me. I love my current babies, but I'll have to leave them in 2 weeks. It's hard every time to leave. Is there a platonic or romantic love coming soon? Very soon, apparently. Seriously. Very soon. And I think it will be something that feels good. And I realize these are not romantic cards, but you know that the star can, in certain contexts, be my card of good sex. So I think it's likely to be romantic, and I think it is coming soon. So yes, 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 yes. Heather Roberts, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I'm with Richard. He's asking if he will get a job. He's applied to several. He's looking at getting one with the county or the city. Is one going to be better than the other? Okay, first of all, do we see a job coming soon? And this has been a hard run for him. He's going to feel so much better once he's in a job. And I do think it's happening. I do think it's coming. Is one better than the other? County or city? I'm liking county better. Okay. Vaishali, good to see you. I want to know why I'm having skin diseases even when I get treatment. Is it related to something other than normal reasons? Will I ever get rid of it? Thanks for that question. I love the way you asked it. It's perfect. And I'm sorry you're going through this. I think it's multiple factors. I'm not necessarily seeing a more spiritual or emotional factor, but I think it's multiple factors, and I think it may require more than one kind of treatment at the same time. You're looking for some kind of cocktail. Will it get better? My friend, you're going to manage this bad boy for the rest of your life. I'm so sorry. But this is with you for the rest of your life, but you will get it managed mostly. And I do wonder, actually, if it can be exacerbated by stress. You'll get it managed mostly, but stress may be part of the deal. Okay. Adrija, question for Ayosh, of course. A few months now, he's been dealing with a project manager, M. She says unnecessary stuff and is often rude. Recently, he complained to his reporting manager, which has even riled M more. I hate it when that happens, gosh. How long does he need to deal with her? And also any advice for the situation? I feel like we're not going to be in this for that much longer. There will be some sort of change, even within a few months, I believe. In dealing with this situation, the key is interact with this person as little as possible. Avoid as much as possible. That's really all you can do. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Yeah, I see that last question, Ginny. I will absolutely get to it. Okay. Lumen, good to see you. What are the energies surrounding me right now? Any message from my ancestors? I'd like to give them something nice at their altar, something they would enjoy for me. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, so the energies around you right now are about initiation, creation, inspiration, good ideas, learning. Those are your energies. Your ancestors would like a really nice pen or a nice paintbrush or something that is a creative tool. Okay. A penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Will I get a good place for me to move to? I have to move to take care of family, but must find a place to live. Will I be able to afford it? So a good place that you can afford. This is a tall order. It will take some doing. I I think you're going to have to, you will find something, yes, but it's going to take a while. You're going to have to think outside the box. And will you be ultimately happy with the situation you find? It's going to be okay, but it's going to be a compromise and maybe temporary. That's the way it shows up to me. I'm sorry you're going through this. Jenny, good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. I have a heavy question today. That's cool. We're here. I was seeing a boy who has borderline. Things went south and he tried to unalive himself and sent me a text saying he was hearing my voice in his head during the moment. No, it's not my fault, but I don't know how to process this. I'm angry, worried, and I miss him. Oh, what do my guides have to say about this situation? What will happen between us in the future? He is definitely on his journey, and you know, if it were not for the borderline, there would still be issues between the two of you. Like, the problem with something like borderline is, like, if you're with someone who has that kind of a thing, then you're going to give them concessions, and we have to give each other concessions, right? But I think there's a problem in the personality as well. And I realize it's borderline personality disorder, I recognize, but I think even beyond that. And so I know you miss him. I know you want him to be okay. And I think he will be as okay as he lets himself be. And I know there's still feelings between the two of you, but I don't see a healthy way to move forward with that. I really don't. Long-term future, who the heck knows? But for right now, I think you got to wish him the best, but also wish yourself the best, and maybe give this some space. Hey, Bear Army, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I will tell John Happy Father's Day. Certainly, yes. Okay. Imi, good to see you. What would I expect in my romantic life? I'm separated. I feel like you have some healing you need to do from the past, and you need to be careful about what you accept into your life. But as long as you do that, I think there's a good one coming. Just be careful, take your time, and don't accept less than what you deserve. Country Love Homestead, thank you for that feedback. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And Vaishali, thank you for that feedback. Yes, yes. All right. Heather Roberts, yeah, if they didn't check the pH when you asked, yeah, no doubt. Okay. All right, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, Martha. Okay, Martha Vank, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Double whammy day. Missing your father, first Father's Day without him, and here we go again. It's my mom's birthday today. And Martha and my mother were very good friends and had some traditions around Mom's birthday. So, celebrated with her for years, 20 years ago being the last. I know, man, she died in 2004. Yeah, that's a long time. It's hard even to believe it's been 20 years. Wow. All right. All right. So, any messages for you? Okay. Yeah, there is a message about how much you are loved and how much you remember and know that love is a verb and how good you are at sharing love and showing love with everyone. In dealing with this, it is what it is. Life is what life is. But you are reminded by all of your loved ones in spirit that you are on the precipice of wonderful new things. And those in spirit support you in your next steps forward. And there it is. Ah, Jenny, yeah. Keeping distance, yes. Yes, blaming you for his attempt was one of the worst things someone's ever said. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, and what I get from him, Jenny, is he's kind of manipulative anyway. So yeah, we leave that alone. Okay. Febborn, maybe I should reach out to DA and stop thinking of all or nothing. You could, except once you see something, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. You could. And just keep it boundaried. You could, but you would have to keep it boundaried. That's the key. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Penny for your thoughts. Got it. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot you got going on there, but you got it and you'll do well. So there you are. All right. Aria Wilson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Your ancestor D wants you to have more communication with them, wants you to bring them into your dreams, wants you to speak more directly to them, is missing you. There it is. CCS Whimsies, good to see you. Am I in a dark night of the soul? 10 years ago, an accident was debilitating to this day. Will I recover enough to pursue my new path, which is what? I feel that was the reason for it. Like the accident has to put you on a new path. Understood. Okay. And dark night of the soul, maybe. I mean, you're dealing with a really hard thing. I think it's understandable. And will you recover enough to pursue a new path? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Do not give up. How will you know what that new path is to be? It will become very, very clear, and it will in some way involve helping others. All right. Okay, and here we are, Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. I am so sorry about your Uncle William. Will he be able to speak again? They're gonna try, and I feel like they are doing everything they can. I feel like they are really working to help him, but there's no guarantees on this. It's possible he might not be. I am so sorry, and I am sending so much love to your family for what your family is going through. Okay. Ginny, yeah, the cards about the 4th were super cautionary. We got to talk about that. Okay. Maria Baresi, so good to see you. You're up next. Am I heading in the right direction to be monetarily sound and not struggling? Yeah, you certainly are, and your husband in spirit is trying to help. You'll get there, I promise. You certainly are, yes. You are headed in the right direction, yes. Jackie, that feedback is perfect, yes. Christina, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Will my neighbors back off our property? You will be able to find some sort of compromise and solution here. I think so. Sorry you're going through this. Ginny, will we have auto insurance by the 18th of June for Virginia W? One might hope. I think so, but you may have to make some phone calls and hustle it along. Okay. Barrett, this is Crystal Visions Tarot from US Games. Okay, Joanne Ellis, you're up next. May I ask the cards how to enhance my spiritual activities when living in a 3D world? I was thinking of learning about doing a Reiki course. Thank you. I feel like I'm disconnected from it. Would Reiki help? Reiki would absolutely help. It's not the only thing that would help, but it would absolutely help. Yes. What else could you do? I think a lot of it is recognizing, like, find the spiritual in the mundane. Go outside. Is there a flower burning? Burning, I hope not. Is there a flower blooming? There's spirit. Is the moon shining particularly brightly? There's spirit. See spirit everywhere, and that will help too. All right, my friends. From my perspective, we have come to the end of the questions. Did I skip anyone? I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm so sorry. It's time to reiterate. And if you're here and have not yet asked a question, it is last call for readings, y'all. If you have a ticket for StarCon 2024, I am doing a lounge event tomorrow evening, so I hope you'll join me there. I will be back tomorrow morning here on YouTube with your 3-card weekly reading. The link is already up for that. Princess, I skipped you. I am so sorry. Going back to find you. See you. I got you. Thank you, Princess. Will I find a job in my field, which is law, this year? I feel like this has been tough. I think you will, but maybe not like immediately. I think this is going to be a tough search, but do not give up, do not give up, do not give up. I think you may end up choosing between a couple of different positions that are in your field that you don't really like, that you aren't super excited about. But here's what you do. You take a job in field that you're not excited about. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I've been doing the reading okay, here we are. You take a job in field that you're not really excited about, but that moves you into, ultimately gives you the opportunity for the job you want. So it's a slog and it's a journey, but you'll get there. All right. Okay, my friends, I want to thank you so much. I am available for readings. Please do reach out to schedule yours. There's a link right in the description. I'll see you tomorrow morning for your 3-card weekly reading. And if you are a StarCon 2024 ticket holder, I'll hope to see you in my lounge tomorrow evening. Oh, lumen. Can you explain why the star means good sex? And you have to be really careful about it because, like, it can mean other things too. It can mean satisfaction. It can mean healing. It can mean wishes and wishes fulfilled. It can mean abundance, prosperity, having all kinds of things. But it is a sexual card. It is a sensual card. I'm trying to go through the deck and find it so I can put her out here while I'm talking about her beautiful self. But am I going to be able to do that? I do not know. Where is she? Yeah, got her. All right. So, because key words for this card are satisfaction and fulfillment, and because it is very often a beautiful woman, there is a sense of sensuality in this card. And once in a while, it will, like, for example, If you book a reading for me and you tell me you just had a date last night and this card comes up regarding relationship stuff, I will know you got laid on the first date. I will know it. So it does come up like that sometimes. Okay. So, Joyous Ocean. Joyous Ocean, good to see you. Yes, got you. Hang on. Okay. Anything else I can do to support Jada in this rough season with her mom? She's no longer visiting or spending the night there. Or no, she's only visiting and not sleeping there. Got it. Well, it's painful. And the thing is, it's painful that it needs to be that way. The making of the decision is painful. The fact that it needs to be that way is painful. The fact that that this decision has been made is not painful. It's good and to be celebrated because it's about Jada's agency. It's about her healing. It's about her boundaries. We recognize mom has some issues. And here's the thing. I would strongly resist the idea that, well, I just don't get along with my mom. Mom has real issues. Mom has real problems that she is not working to solve the way she should. So this is not a case of mother and daughter not getting along. This is a case of mom not having the ability, mom not having the ability to be the sort of mom she would probably really like to be. So we have compassion for mom, but we also recognize that mom's intentions may be good, but her behaviors fall far short from what is needed. And so when Jada makes this decision, she is affirming herself. And that's what's needed. Yeah, we need to be proud of her. There it is. Exactly. All right, so there we go. My friends, thank you so very much. I'm really glad to have spent some time with you this Father's Day. Of course, I should be back next Saturday with a normal Saturday Psychic Sampler, but thank you for this. Wait, but did you say there's anything else I could do? No, I didn't. Let's find out. I think you're doing a lot here, but help her to know that she should not feel guilty. Jada should not feel guilty. You might have to let her know, yeah, man, I grew up with your mom. She's always been like this. You might have to let her know that too. And didn't you also have a mom who was somewhat difficult, Joyous Ocean, Dion? And isn't this, in some ways, why your sister is the way she is? I would be completely not, like, I wouldn't hold back on that. I would be like, this is the twisted family tree, and you and I are really grateful that we didn't have that particular thing come to us. Absolutely, with your mom. So be honest about it and share your own experiences. And I am so sorry, no grandkid pictures, because we did not end up hanging out with the grandkids yesterday because they're sick. Poor Damien is having a sick kid Father's Day. So there it is. Yeah, generational trauma. Absolutely, Joyous Ocean. So, have those honest conversations with her. That's really the key. That'll be healing for you as well as for her. All right, my friends. Yeah, they're fine. Elliot has baby bronchitis, but they're fine. It's just, sick babies are always hard. Yeah, me too. We really wanted to see them. We were so disappointed. Oh my gosh, but we will see them soon. And I was very glad that the parents were sensitive, because they were sensitive to the idea that we shouldn't bring sick babies around grandparents, because grandparents don't want to get sick. So I was pleased with the way the family functioned. So that was good. All right, my friends, see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Thank you so very much. And thank you to those people who helped out today with super chats and super stickers. Oh my goodness, speaking of, Caroline McLaughlin, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Oh, you want the name of my beauty shop, Jenny? I will give you the name of my beauty shop. I sure will, because Lord knows I'm so beautiful. Yeah, no, I absolutely will. And thank you so much. Take good care. I will see you soon. Take care.